Glad to have you with us from Kennesaw, Georgia, and Fifth Third Bank Stadium. We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Owls offense will go on the attack first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Kennesaw State right back to work. That can be a momentum builder to convert your first third down and also get your quarterback in a rhythm throwing the slant.
That's so nice. You always want to do that. You want to start the game in a good rhythm, get your quarterback comfortable. Slants are easy, timing routes, get a first down. Now maybe open it up even more.
Pocket breaking down. Breaks loose. And down he goes. The protection good for a while. It broke down and he could not get away. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're undeterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to pass, it's Collins. Fears the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to the well. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the running back has it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Poe. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. And the Owls are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. After the whistle, there is a man who has yet to leave the field, and they'll check on him. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Collins. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He'll run it again. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Montgomery. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense.
Got enough space. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Kennesaw State right back to work. Off play action. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole. And this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
All right, guys, let's think for just a moment about Kennesaw State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Collins. Under fire. And they got it.
And that's his 2nd sack of the day. And guess what, dudes? He leads the nation in sacks. You better know where he is on every play. That dude has a knack for getting quarterbacks on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Running inside, it's Franklin. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Play number 10 on this series. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, it's Bowers. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Throws it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, I think on that play... Oh, why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. He goes right back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And he's got a touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Lining up to add another. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Give to the back. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with FIU taking on the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders. And it's FIU in the throes of what is right now a major upset. It's early, I shouldn't get ahead of myself, but this team believes and they could just pull this off. Now over to your game inside Fifth Third Bank Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
PAT unit on the field. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6.
Number 47 set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Holly's always working the injuries on the sidelines. Holly, what have you got?
Kennesaw State's head coach told me at the half, guys, the coach told me their running back will not return to this game. I could see that he has suffered some type of upper body injury. He tested it out several times here on the sideline, but while security could be an issue, he is definitely out to start this second half. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Trying to surprise him with the pass. He'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Franklin.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on 3rd down. On the run, it's Franklin. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
So after they mark off the yardage, it's still 3rd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Collins. Finds the tight end. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football, try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward in this game, let's just see how this defensive line responds to this. Can they be more physical and start winning their one-on-one battles?
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Franklin. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away.
On to punt it away.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, something I've got my eyes on is how the running back is moving and cutting. As you know, he did get really banged up in that game last week despite the win, and he's going to have to fight through some bumps and bruises here today. I've got my eyes on him, and I will keep you posted down here from the field. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they react.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Could be an alley. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. On the delay, it's Poe. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Right, here we go.
One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score.
Number 47, set to kick it away.
Bringing it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And your Kennesaw State Owls will take over.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Running inside, it's Franklin. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Third down coming up.
Ready. Black 18. Black 18. Shift.
On the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. The give and tick, 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 tick. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The give on the option. Got enough for the first. Maybe some room here. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown.
Number 47, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Split backs here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Franklin. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
129.
Looking downfield, it's Collins. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Another incompletion on third down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Give to the running back. Hard-hitting tackle.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
The run inside. It's Poe. Picks up the first down. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Finding some room. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Glad to have you with us from Johnny Red Floyd Stadium in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Time is starting to run short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we're looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And here comes the man that makes this offense go. As we get late in the season, his performance has made him a contender, if not one of the favorites, for the Heisman Trophy. Going with the ground game left. Knocked down, could not turn the corner, and already this offense behind the chains.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Oh, he's got a chance. Might have a chance. The 30, the 20, 10. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Blue Raiders offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Throwing, Williams. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Great place to start for this offense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. It'll be 3rd and long. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bring in the heat. Grabs it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On 4th down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the 1st down, but you give up an explosive play. And all of a sudden now, you're reeling a little bit defensively.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 47, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Allen. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. A quick pass to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They'll give it to Brown. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Running inside. It's Martin. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Williams, under fire, and down he goes. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. That's their freshman quarterback who was injured on the play. As they attend to him, Holly will keep an eye on things for us. And here comes the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Now on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. He lets it fly. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass.
Number 47, set to kick off.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit.
First and 10.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Breaks into the open. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll try it over the left side. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to impose their will with the run. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. He's now up to 95 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the counter. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Number 47, set to kick it off.
Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the...
He's got it along the sideline. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the O.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but...
Maybe a crease. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
And nice job by this defense, really being physical at the point of the attack. There's not a lot of holes, man. They run the ball on back-to-back plays, aggressive linebackers playing downhill. Nice job by the D-line, owning the line of scrimmage. And now they got them in a situation where this is where they want it. 3rd and long, guaranteed passing situation.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able...
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Here we go. Ready.
The run inside. It's Poe. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking to throw, it's Bowers. Unleashes one. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for 6. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Fielded in the end zone. It's Allen. And the returner will be brought down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the run, it's Martin. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half.
He's marked down at the 29. Second down.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the #1 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Wolverines on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Floyd Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway.
Set to kick it away.
Coming out with it, it's Allen. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Holly's down working the sidelines. What's the latest on his status?
Middle Tennessee State's head coach told me at the half he will not return after an injury. He said the backup is going to have to rally here and hopes they can get off to a good start to start this second half. Keep you posted on how things are going down on the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Second down coming up. Running inside. It's Martin. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Keeps it himself. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. looking for a physical attack from the gun. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Back to throw, it's Bowers. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They're going to run it to the right. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play four-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Poe. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He'll get rid of it. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes to the right. The 10. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike.
Number 47, set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Middle Tennessee State comes out onto the field, the offense ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And after getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a... Gets behind the pads and slams into the end zone for the touchdown.
And if you're the head coach, you are absolutely loving this. You're up big on the scoreboard because your defense keeps getting takeaways, and on offense, in sudden change situations, you're turning it into touchdowns. That right there, phenomenal job. Great decision by the quarterback. He finds his open man. They connect. Everything going their way, David.
And I love when they stay aggressive after a turnover. That is the #1 thing we're always yelling in the huddle as a defense. Sudden change, sudden change. They want to capitalize on the momentum, and they did. They stayed aggressive, continuing to add to this lead, doing what they want when they want.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Blue Raiders come out ready to go on the attack. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. He gets a block. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the away team sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep
turning it on. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's inside got some room, headed to the goal line. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that.
Number 47, set to kick this one away.
And here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Here we go.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. One more time, it's Brown. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Hauls it in, looking for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. And it'll be a touchdown. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Brown again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The kick is on its way. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They want that clock to run. Got room at the 35. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. Might as well give it to him again. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone,
and they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Run inside. It's gone. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's good.